So yes, we are talking about the guiding light card, which is all about your values, your principles. But the trick of this whole thing is that's not really where a story like this should start. So let's see how Michelle Obama did it a while back at a conference. And yes, this is politics, but it's massively relevant to business. Just go with me on this. Let's do it.
I will never forget that winter morning as I watched our girls, just 7 and 10 years old, pile into those black SUVs with all those big men with guns. And I saw their little faces pressed up against the window. And the only thing I could think was, what have we done?
So, beginning with a personal story, which provides the perfect way in, and that means origin cards. In this case, the system shock card. It's a moment where everything changes, everything gets turned right on its axis. It's a great place to begin, right in the thick of the action. What I love here is she's zoomed in on a tiny little detail. The pressing of the kids' faces against the window makes it real. Even though she's the first lady at this point, you can visualize it, you can relate to it. Okay, let's move on.
See, because at that moment, I realized that our time in the White House would form the foundation for who they would become. And how well we managed this experience could truly make or break them.
Okay, that is the Epiphany card, one of my favorites. Such a powerful, even crucial energy you can add to any story that's got some element of origins to it. Whenever you hear someone say something like, oh, that's when I realized, that's usually an Epiphany card being played. And it often goes on to trigger a really meaningful change in direction, which makes for a compelling story. So let's keep going.
That is what Barack and I think about every day as we try to guide and protect our girls through the challenges of this unusual life in the spotlight.
Okay, the noble quest. Based on that epiphany, what are we now setting out to do? Now, I love all this because, again, it's ground level, it's personal, it's real, it's about their girls. But now we start to move through the gears towards how they are going to apply it. So can you see how this way of thinking can start to be really powerful for your business or your process or a method? When you're talking about this stuff, beginning in a really relatable place that's kind of nowhere near your business, but definitely ends there. Okay, let's see where it goes next.
How we urge them to ignore those who question their father's citizenship or faith. How we insist that the hateful language they hear from public figures on TV does not represent the true spirit of this country.
Okay, now we're getting some rallying cry energy, which is basically, when did you decide that enough was enough and you simply had to take a stand? Now, you only play this card when you are truly fired up about something. Otherwise, it's just a bit embarrassing. But if you're in the right place and you are fired up, it could fire other people up, draw them in and get them buzzing. Now, the big reveal.
How we explain that when someone is cruel or acts like a bully, you don't stoop to their level. No, our motto is, when they go low, we go high.
So there it is, the guiding light card, played in style. On its own, it's fine, but with the build-up, with the origin stuff attached, it's magical. It's a goosebump moment that, to be frank, now feels like it's from this bygone age where we were spoiled with this kind of leadership. You know, for a while, kind of thought it might be possible to live like this, but now apparently not. But look, that's by the by. So look, where could that go next? Well, something like method machine would be nice. How has that guiding light shaped the central method of your business? And then perhaps major metrics. How do you measure the success of that value and that method when you add it all up? How can you prove it's worked and that it's not just a lot of fancy highfalutin words? So there we have it, how Michelle Obama used a personal story to draw you in, then lead you straight into a powerful demonstration of a real central principle. Now you can go and follow a similar approach for your business and avoid people reaching for the sick bags when you start talking about those beautiful core values. So that will do it for today. I have been and will continue to be Nico Ceballos Jones. Join me for the next episode of Business Storytelling Secrets. Until then, go get hold of those cards and go tell that story.